Looks like they're wrapping up a meeting.
We're gonna start doing the 789, everything right there.
What's up, guys?
Alex, how are you, sir?
Carlos, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Hi,
Hi, Christina.
Nice to see you. Hi, guys.
Hello.
I'm Alex from Tackle Block. So what are we building today?
So we're building right here, like you see, we have the pool already. We have
Yeah?
our fiberglass pool already. So now we just have to finish the meeting. We're gonna start building right now. We're gonna start from the back and front.
Yeah?
We're gonna start building a retaining wall in the back.
Okay.
We're gonna use G-forces all the way almost the side to side. We're gonna step centimeter.
Okay.
Then after that, we're gonna start working. We have a couple G-forces, 2 columns of G-force in the wall, where there's gonna be on the
This
fire
here?
pit right here,
The seating wall?
the ceiling wall.
That's gonna be graphics?
There's gonna be graphic right there
Okay,
with the
with
2
two
columns
colors.
over there. Something cool we're gonna do as well. We're gonna use a couple boulders over there to give a little like that
little more
clean
like
look,
natural
more
kind of
natural look
feel.
and stuff like that. And we're gonna have 2 water features as well.
Okay,
One
to,
on each
like
side.
balance out the
to balance
on
out and we
either
get
side
the water
of
going there.
The staircase, cool.
And we're gonna finish with a lot of lighting in there, just to make it look really nice when people come out. Our
Yeah, especially
clients.
with these tall trees and
Yeah,
everything. Yeah,
and
it's
when
gonna
the
look
clients
great.
see the walk in the house, they're gonna see all the lights, everything else. Then for the end here, that was one of the big thing. Paul, our client, that they wanted to do a kitchen, some area when have a little sink, something grill out to entertain the family and friends. So we're gonna finish here with the G-force walls as well
Yeah.
to match that. We're
That's
gonna
gonna
do
be right
like
here?
an L-shaped kitchen right here.
Okay, so very feature-rich environment. We have
Yep.
2 structural retaining walls, we have a staircase, 2 water features, a fire feature, a seating area, cooking area. We have the pool, we have lighting all over the place. Who typically does the designs for your company?
I do.
Yeah? And who takes that initial phone call from the customer to get that needs assessment?
She's the one, Christina, she's the one that take all the phone calls in the office and she qualify the people and she just talk a little bit through the design, the original.
Okay, so I'm curious, because like normally a homeowner, when they call in, they don't know or they don't think to ask about, can we do all these things? I want all these things in my backyard. They don't
Yeah.
have that big of a wish list. So what was the case with this customer?
90% of the time, they have no idea what they want. They're dependent on us to let us know what we can do. So they weren't 100% certain if they could do a pool based on the land. And they knew they wanted entertaining space, whether it was a fire pit or outdoor kitchen, if by chance to do both. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, they're expecting guidance from us as professionals to be able to tell them what they can do.
Why was that even a question, if it's possible?
The way that the elevation of their land is, there's a very, very steep slope. So with having water runoff and where the pool would be located, not sure if it was something that could happen.
Kind of like the neighbors there,
Yeah.
and they're just big slopes.
Yep,
Okay. Is that common for you?
extremely,
Yeah?
almost every time.
I probably will say maybe 60 to 70%. Like we build the walls up, cut in there, or we do the walls up to filling and level the patio.
Okay. Cut walls like this, or like if we were filling in that lower
Yeah,
area
you
to
get it
bring
like-
it
yeah.
up. Okay. That's 60% of the projects you do.
Maybe even more than that.
How many projects do you guys build in here?
We do a year, I would say a little bit probably over 150.
150 projects a year.
On the 150. We run it with 5 different crews.
That's a lot of walls.
That's a
lot
lot
of
of
walls.
blocks.
A lot of blocks.
A lot
So-
of blocks to do.
So are we ready to start building? I see like we got the string line set up, we got our base. It looks like we're almost ready to start laying blocks.
Yeah, we did everything this morning. The first thing we did, we excavate, we dig all the levels, we push everything already. So
Yeah.
now we're ready, after lunch, we finished the meeting right now. Now we're gonna start getting level, just we'll start getting the blocks on.
Okay, great. Well, can we go take a
Yeah,
look?
of course, take a look at that. So what we're gonna do right here, we're gonna be building that retaining wall that we just talked about, the G-forces one. It's gonna be a 4 feet. Miles is gonna explain a little bit more how the technicals, everything we're gonna build it here. We're gonna be a little bit different, but he can explain a little bit more how
How are we gonna do it?
we're gonna do it this time.
Cool.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, so Alex,
Yeah.
before lunch, we have set our bedding for our retainer wall here.
Yeah.
So we have at least 6 inches of base underneath the block.
Right.
We have over 6 inches behind the block.
Okay.
6 inches in front of the block.
Toe and the heel, yeah.
Exactly.
And then we're gonna have at least 6 inches embedded, or 10% of the height of the wall.
Absolutely.
So that gives us our 6-6-6-6 rule. Our base is set.
Absolutely.
Now what?
Okay, so what we have here now, I have my string line set up for the block. Typically what we would do, if it was just a straight shot for the retainer wall,
Yeah.
we would have a slight pitch back.
Okay.
So what that would look like here is, right now we have a perfect level, but how that would be is just about a
Okay, I
16th
get
per
you.
foot.
So if this wall was just one straight shot, we'd lean it just a little bit back, a little pitch on the subgrade, a little pitch on the base. So we have a little pitch on the wall block, so it performs a little better. It's leaning up against that soil just a tiny bit, and if ever there's any settlement in our base, we don't end up with a negative batter on the wall.
Correct, spot on.
But here we have a return right behind you. We have another return that's gonna be at the staircase there. So they won't tie into each other if we do that. So we have to shoot for level here.
Absolutely. So we have everything perfectly level here.
All right.
So what we have here are our nunchucks, which is going to be our screeding system
Okay,
for
this
the
is
wall.
the Quickie wall screed from Pave Tool. It's these 1-inch pipes tied together with these chains so we can do the entire
Absolutely.
length of the wall.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
So there's a few ways that we check the levels for this.
Yep.
The first way is we use our transit level here that
Yep.
we can set on the pipes, beep, beep, and check those
Okay.
levels. We have our string lines here, so that way, if we need to, we can just measure down 1 inch down to the screeding pipe.
Okay.
But today what we're gonna do, we have our altimeter
Okay.
that we're gonna use there. So today, we'll
right,
just
so
cut this out of the way.
Get this out of the way, and then we can do that. Right.
So what we want over here is this to be -1.
Okay, so according to the grading plan in our drawings, we need 1 inch below that 0-0 benchmark. So we're looking for 0 minus 1 on
Absolutely.
it.
So
there
right,
it is.
Absolutely. So right here, we're spot on.
Okay, cool.
Go over to the next ones.
Yep.
And Fernando, he's gonna lock in this pipe here by putting some of our 7, 8, and 9 stones on top.
Because even though it's set, someone might knock it. We might
Exactly.
knock the chain. That's in the right place now. We can screw it off later. Okay, cool.
So then we can just go down the line.
Yep.
Check our next one here.
That's just a little bit high, eh?
Yeah, so we're a little bit high here. So what we do here at that point is we just take our hand tamper here.
Okay, you want me to do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Please
Okay.
help. Just tap that down, just to make sure we're good there. And we're spot on there.
Okay, so good.
Okay.
So 0 minus 1,
Absolutely.
cool. We'll check
we-
along the rest of the way.
Absolutely.
Now, the way we're doing this, the way these work is, like these pipes are similar to the way I would screed like a patio or a walkway or something
Absolutely.
like that.
Yep.
But this is just a narrow little area for the base.
Absolutely.
So we have shorter pipes.
Yes.
We can set that. So this one's good, so we can throw some stone on it.
Uh-huh.
Then we can throw in all the rest of the number 8s, grab my Quickie screed, set that on the pipes, pull it back, gives me an even level pad or leveling pad to receive my wall block.
Exactly.
That speeds me up when I want to lay that first
Exactly,
course of block.
and it's not killing the guys. They're not sitting there beating every
You're not
single wall
wiggling
block.
each one in
exactly.
again, trying
We
to
just
get
set it
perfect.
right on there. Maybe just a little tap, and we're good to
Okay,
go.
so we just got to do this the whole way down the line, then we're
Exactly.
ready to screed out, and
Exactly.
we can start setting block.
Correct.
All right.
Spot on here.
Okay, 0 minus 1, nice.
Lock that in, Fernando, please. And we are perfect.
All right, we're in business.
So now,
Cool.
once he locks this in, we're ready to screed this area.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, because if this is the front, we just even cut back 18.
Somos 57 y lo ligamos con el Type S.